96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift. Minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation with Hart Grant is brought to you by Alive, Bond for Bones, Burger King, Commonwealth Bank, ESC Distributors Limited, Grand Bahama News, Popeyes, Print Masters, and Ron's Electric Motors.
Foundation. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company. The Foundation live and in full effect on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. We are here again. It's a Small Business Thursday, but we made significant modifications to that, so we're going to have some small business, but we're still going to continue with our series. We're talking about two constituencies today, East Grand Bahama, and more specifically, we're going to be talking about Seabreeze. So I want to be able to do all that we do, but before we get into that, I got to shout out my good, decent people over at Everything Laid Out for you. Make sure you go and check them out. They're located number 407 Blue Hill Road South. So if you're in the market looking for insurance, you want to be able to take care of something residential, something commercial, you want to be able to do those things in preparation for this kind of sort of a new year, new mindset, and hoping that the package of trial and tribulation is over and the blessing package starts in 2025. My God, go and get your insurance guy. Give him a call, guys. 341-1AFS, 341-1AFS, located number 407 Blue Hill Road South, to get everything available for you. Ask for my good, decent friend, Ethric Bowe, or Mr. Richardson. They take very, very good care of you. Guys, I got to be able to shout out all these decent people in all they do. Make sure you pick up the Guardian newspaper. When you look into the papers, you see exactly what BPL Union had, hopeful on the future. Wilson says efforts being made to ensure workers' rights are protected. And school on New Providence, Andres, and the Berry Islands in Eleuthera are to open today. It was closed, and it was open, it was closed. It was like, y'all need to make up your mind. I couldn't deal with it. I tell the church, stay home. Stay home today, because late last night we got information. We hope, and hopefully tomorrow you guys can be able to get out there in full force. But we know that Milton is still kind of creeping towards South Florida, and those people in Tampa seem to be, shaking in their boots. It's all the projections are dismal. So I'm hoping that you guys are safe. I'm hoping that you've said a prayer or do something. Get yourself prepared, because it looks like the interstate is stuck. You might as well just stay where you is and make sure that you're good, guys. And also on Thursday, as we touch the paper and we identify these particular things, we always do this. There's a supplement in the paper that talks about the obituary section. I always tell you this. And the obituary section is sort of a commemoration and an identification for the life that was a great deal of these persons that have passed away. You can be able to see it in the obituary section. And I like to say, if you're one of those persons that are in this kind of a position and, a loved one has passed away and transitioned, and you're responsible for ensuring that you can be able to capture the life and the essence of who this individual was, and you're looking for the right people to do it, I always tell you, go down, check out my good, decent people at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They are located on Ernest and York Street, just south of Porter's Dock, right behind that pink building right there, the Pink Plaza, just south of that. And they could be able to essence of your loved one who's transitioned in this particular time. So I always like to be able to say that to you and check that out. And also, guys, I got to be able to say this to you. I said to you on Thursday, my guy is going to be here with us to have good conversation. The future of construction, art, construction is here with the MST Rebar. I got my good, decent friend Avery Liburn in the house with us, talking to us about what's going down and what's really going on with the MST Rebar. My brother, say good afternoon to the people out there.
Good afternoon, Bahamas, and thank you very much, Howard, for inviting me again. I'd like to say hello to all my people out there.
It's a
my
wonderful
wife.
thing that you're doing this, man. I keep telling you, I want to commend you, and I want to remain steadfast and consistent in this sort of commemoration, because the truth of the matter is that for you to be able to introduce this new concept, this sort of a new idea for people to gravitate towards it, it takes marketing, it takes expansion, and it takes their wheels to get turning in their head. Oh, we can do that? We can do that? I didn't know we can do that. Talk to me about it.
Well, it takes a lot of money, so I encourage everybody to support.
Praise God.
But Howard, I am so pleased to be a person bringing this to the Bahamas in this fashion and almost pioneering this building level, not having a background in construction. I am honored. I'm honored for the persons that embraced me, that listened to me.
You keep saying that, but at this point, you can't qualify that anymore. You need to stop.
But I say, and I'm
you stay in that so that people see that you're meek and humble. But
Yes.
you've been doing this for a while.
2 years.
Okay, then talk to me. You're a professional now.
Okay. Well, then let's go into the next part of
Okay,
it.
then talk to me about it. Talk
So
to me.
if you're not using this, you're not making sense right now, Howard. I mean, the thing about it is we look for products all the time that's going to give us quality for money. And this is a quality buy right now. And it's for a purpose that everyone is looking forward to home ownership one way or another. If you already have a home, you're trying to secure that or preserve that home. Right now, we have homes throughout the Bahamas chipping out the old stuff and putting in the new stuff. And I
see them
guarantee
trying to sell that to you.
Yeah, huh?
I see the people trying to sell that to you.
What they
Buy
try-
this house, $350,000. It swell right up.
But there was, I mean, that's what
we don't
but
want
you can't.
this.
But Howard, what happened is you gotta look at it. It's all we had, right? So we could jeer at it now, because we have something new. But it's all we had. My thing is, now that we know that we can afford it, the old stuff right now is not working for us. We see what an innovative product that's gonna preserve our future. Use it. I mean, this is simple for me as a layman. This is simple for me. I see a product. It has all of these qualities. When we buy stuff, when you buy shades, right? I don't buy expensive shades no more because the minute somebody hug me or I sit down, crack, right? So I look for what I'm gonna buy as far as value. I put value on certain things now differently. So I don't need a pair of Oakleys if I could go inside Lowe's or somewhere and get a $5
Oh,
shades.
sir, you're pushing it now.
Yeah, okay, got you.
You're doing a lot.
Endorsing it.
No, I mean, let me tell you what, I agree
I'm
with
just
you.
saying. So when I wear shades now, you guarantee that my shades is
I can take the same line
Go
that
ahead.
you have. I can take the same line that you have. I always like a durable shade. I like the polo. I like the Polaroid lens and so forth and so on. I had to look for a sustainable shades to purchase. Believe it or not, it's called Kerfuffle, right?
Kerfuffle, okay.
Kerfuffle, right?
Okay.
For $25.
I like that.
For $25,
I
it
gotta-
gave me everything that I was looking for, plus the style. It was wide from he's saying that to say,
I got you.
when new concepts come out,
Yeah.
when you research this and you can grab hold of that, you should purchase it.
Yeah, because the value that you're gonna get out of them, it's where you're gonna live. It's where you're gonna put your children.
I agree with you.
And then it's gonna be something that you can leave behind. So legacy-wise, this is the product that you want to use. The money that persons are spending. Okay, for instance, when you build your house, right? Let's just say you build it durable. You have a good contractor. He does great with the coverage on your steel. He puts, well, let's not say he covered the steel with anything, just regular conventional, right? Black steel, right? So that house is going to last you with good coverage a good while.
Yeah.
But inevitably, this thing is going to deteriorate, especially with our air saturated with salt in the air. You're going to have this problem. And we have seen it. This ain't something that I'm just making up. We have seen it. And whether you say, oh, it's about, I've gotten a lot of comments, oh, well, it's about the contractor and the coverage. Man, they're good contractors. Persons that are legitimate contractors that could tell you that the same thing is going to happen and it is inevitable that it's going to happen. Now, you could talk about the cost. Well, maybe you have coverage on it that is good, and you cover it, and then you coat the rebar with some paint or whatever it is, and that may give it a long time too, right? But then you still got to manage your costs. So you're looking at, okay, when you do these things, there's a cost involved. Product is affordable or cheaper than steel, or if it ain't cheaper than steel, it doesn't make sense for them, or it's out of their grasp. I say no. I'm against that, and I can make the argument for it, because when you look at the product itself, you don't have to go over it with any extra coverage to preserve it, right? That saves money, and then you're not paying for your house twice at the bank and then 2.5 times that. Right? 2.5 times, because then half of it could be, the other half is maintenance. So you're doing 2.5 times what that house costs, and you still ain't gonna solve the problem.
No.
So when I do the math on that, and I say, my customers are only going to be one time unless they build a second house or you're a contractor building multiple houses. So I only got one shot at this to get as much as I can to put this in the homes of persons that are building now.
And I like why you're doing this. I like the fact that you're having these conversations, because I feel like a lot of building contractors, a lot of persons from a traditional ilk who've been doing this for decades, who understand this, they've become almost superstitious in their position. I don't want to say that. I want to be decent about it.
Well,
right?
Howard, yes.
Well, I already know this to work. This is what I go on with.
Right.
But now, having a conversation with the next generation, having a conversation with first-time homeowners, having a conversation who are just getting into real estate development, so forth and so on, and making them to understand that these things are accessible, they're affordable, they're available, I think it changes the game.
Howard, we went from tar paper, right, to ice and water shield. Mm-hmm. When ice and water shield came, it was about probably two times the cost. You could correct me on that. But I remember when that came in, and you had this ice and water shield thing come on. Because I did roofing when I was in school.
You're ready to know. You got to buy the ice and water shield.
Ice and water, right. They tell you not to know about ice and water shield. Yeah, right. But we had tar paper before, right? Yeah. And tar paper is still being sold, right? Mm-hmm. But they gave the option of ice and water shield. And what I'm saying, and I'm reaching out to all those persons on the family islands, if you have a little store where you're doing hardware goods and stuff like that, you sell rebar, or rebar is a part of your inventory, they have Gloria and Carnation on the shelf, right? All right, give people an option, let them decide what they want to put in the house, but it's available for purchase.
Yeah.
And you can have it as an option for everybody through the family islands, because you would now not be putting them at a disadvantage. You would be exposing the product to them that, okay, well, maybe you see a market there where 1 or 2 pieces, and then you see 2 or 3 pieces, and then more people catch on to it, like I started. So everybody who has a distribution of construction material, there should be a part of it in there, because what you're doing is preserving the house. So all those cosmetics, you're putting in your tiles. Chances are you can change tile at least once inside the house, throughout the house, right? Mm-hmm. You're putting in new faucets, you're putting in all of that stuff. And you can, sometimes people go with the most expensive tile, but your foundation, that tile in, trust me.
I don't think people ever thought about it like that.
Yeah, because they spend money on the cosmetic. They want people to come in and see. Right. Yeah. So, but if your foundation is strong, you could change that out 1,000,000 times and don't feel it. But what if you have to go back to that structure again? And that's the nightmare that Howard, I can show you a nightmare. I've been to it yesterday, and I think I sent it out. And you saw that nightmare. That's in real time.
Wow.
They have to gut out the belt and everything. And people are that's a complex. I'm not going to say where it is, but then persons are now understanding that if I do this now, 10 years, 20 years from now, whoever this goes to doesn't have to do it, and it brings value to the place that I'm selling or handing over to
I feel like if we quantify how much money you could save, and I don't know whether or not that is an actual number that you can reach, but the savings are enormous. Talk to me about that.
Well, let's look at it like this. When you coat steel, when you coat it, like you put it on your site and then you coat it, that's a labor cost. If you get the galvanized, it comes coated, right? The minute you cut that, corrosion is going to start, or the fact that you're going to get galvanized means that you have a pretty penny, because those things are expensive on the market, right? They should come down, if anything, right? Because now you have available products, and the tariffs went down on these products, right? Because the government wanted to encourage building. So prices should be down on these kind of materials. And I don't want to mash anybody's corns or stop anybody's business. I'm just saying that we have a product that is going to give you value automatically. And if you do the numbers on it, I'm not painting it. So I don't need that extra labor cost, right? The time that I'm going to take, my manpower on the site, I don't have 2 or 3 guys waiting around for the other guy to tie, or waiting around for so much guys to tie the steel, tie the stirrups onto the steel, to now have 4 guys probably lift a beam, or 2 or 3 guys lift a beam, and that beam has to go up. I don't have to hire a crane on the job for the movement of this product throughout the project.
You brought something in the studio, looked like a shock. Talk to me about what this is.
Well, this
Put
is-
it on, guys. Check me out, GuardianTalkRadio.com,
So-
GuardianTalkRadio.com.
So this is a beam. Now, stuff like this they use for more bigger structures.
How if it
Right.
was traditional steel?
I could say if we're quarter the weight, traditional steel will be 3 times the weight of this. And I can't tell you what the weight
me see,
is
let me
exactly on this. But you could hold up with one hand. I guarantee you if that was steel, you would not be able to lift that up, Howard. That would be like maybe...
It's about 17
200
pounds.
Yeah, so
seeing on the door.
17, so triple that, quadruple that, and then you get what it is for...
But then
our
when you
steel.
extend it to 10 feet, you can't lift this.
No, well, maybe I could lift that, but I can't lift steel.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, when I extend that to 10 feet, I can lift it. And the thing is, this is a product that, all right, let's encourage the females now who are in construction. You remember, we have a lot of brawn on construction, right? We don't want females taking all our jobs, but there are some females that are into construction. The one thing they don't use them for is this part of construction. I have not seen it yet. But now you have females on the job that can be using zip ties for the system. The system allows for zip ties. So look at the time. You put in tie wire, right? Tie wire to tie on a stirrup. I'm going to use a zip tie. By the time you get the second tie wire, probably on my 5th or 6th zip tie. So you're talking time. So we're talking money, right? Time is money. If I'm a contractor, I want to finish that job as fast as possible. So there's lead time when it comes to these products, because I didn't want to stock a bunch of the products and then it doesn't take off, or the market doesn't take off. Right now, there's supply and demand, right? So these products are going to be available. So if you are coming to me now, I'm not stopping anybody from buying a bulk. You know, some companies, they say you can't get more than this. So I don't do that right now. I need every sale. So I have persons that are coming to me now and they're buying in bulks. And so now I have to get more and more supplies available for them. But I'm asking you, give me some lead time. That's a part of construction is lead time. Give me some lead time. The
Has
weather.
the sort of a slowdown in the supply chain, has that slowed up anything for you in terms of things coming in?
Not well. You mean with the strike? We had a strike, and then
Yeah, but they're
weather.
back on
Yeah.
until January and so forth and so on.
Right. Well, of course, those things are gonna affect anything that comes through the U.S. or coming directly. It would only be weather because they come directly out of manufacture at MST in Canada.
Okay.
And so we didn't have much of a hiccup, except I think they had the ship had the port. They had to go in port. I think with the first traveling storm, Helene,
Yeah.
So that delayed, and then they were somewhere in
So you
Florida.
back. So this is the kind of a lead time that you need when you're asking persons,
Right.
to give you some grace period so
Yeah.
you can get everything to them on time.
Acts of nature,
Precisely.
up anybody's job. I mean, we have inventory on site, and a lot of our inventory too. We're making up. We're putting it together, the columns on site. So if you have a project where you want us to make up your columns, we can make them up for you.
You do
as a
that also?
service. Yeah. So
This
we
is
have
excellent.
So we have an inventory of columns that you can come and just pick up for your conventional columns that
This
you
is
use. The intermediates, the T's, and the corners.
You have
Yeah.
any? So we're in the month of October. We're tiptoeing to the end of the year. Is there anything in mind that you'd like to do for all those persons who've said, "I got to start this thing before the end of the year"? You have anything in mind that you want to do for them?
Yeah, and that's what we're doing now. We're putting together our promotion for that. This is going right from Thanksgiving into Christmas. We're planning something very special. So keep listening up to the Facebook page. You could find us at Art Development BFRP. At Art Development BFRP. That's on Facebook and Instagram. You can contact us at 822-9527, 822-9527, WhatsApp, or you can contact the office and talk with Ms. Lang.
Well, because this is the time that a lot of persons find themselves in a position where they need to be able to make a resolution. I resolve that I can push down this piece of property. I resolve that I can finally put the foot in it. I can resolve. And so these resolutions require people to be able to sort of move to, oh, well, I didn't know this was this affordable. I could do this now.
Well, let me put it like this. Whatever is shaken as far as savings from this product that you can buy, all of the discounts that we're going to be giving and the specials and promotions we're doing for the holidays, I advise you to take advantage. See the difference between this and the other product, as long as you want, put it there, cover it up. With rebar, regular steel rebar, it's going to deteriorate. So you have to get that whenever you're ready. And sometimes when you're ready, you still have to wait because there's lead time with that stuff too. But then also the timeline is moving and those stuff have to come off the shelf. So me having a bunch of steel rebar on my site rusting, I'm going to run myself into another cost. Me having a bunch of steel poking out because I'm billing out of pocket, I'm going to run myself into another cost because those bars have to be coated in order to be preserved. So you're talking about an investment that is going to work. It's not a liability any longer. I think every Bahamian, especially the young, all of those government persons in those subdivisions that are building out there, or government homes and anything with those persons who don't have the capital to just go renovate. They don't have the capital to do it at will. So give them something that's going to be durable and valuable for their investment because the banks are going to charge them. They're going to pay their mortgage and then they're going to have to go into maintenance. And so you don't want that.
I want you to be able to tell persons where they can find you exactly so they can be able to come in if they have any questions, how they can be able to reach out to you so you can be able to do this because this is truly an innovative product and I want a lot of persons to kind of move towards it. So let me know.
Well, we're located in the Dugard Plaza, that's in Palmdale. And it's in the back of McDonald's, two-story building. We're on the second floor. And you just look for the sign in the window, Art Development, once you get in the back there. You can also call us if you're there and you can't find us because there's a number of offices there. It's 603-4506. That's 603-4506 or 822-9527. You can hit us up on the Facebook at Art Development BFRP, Facebook and Instagram. You can email us at artbahamas.com. That's artbahamas@gmail.com. artbahamas@gmail.com, or you can check out our website, FRPBahamas. .com. FRPBahamas.com. There's a lot of stuff. Like you can find us, man.
It's all right, baby, right?
Yeah.
You got everything okay.
I
like this, man. I really do like this, guys. I want to encourage you to continue to be able to move towards this MST bar. You can find out more information about the fiber rebar. You can be able to find out how you could be able to incorporate this. I'm sure they can give you quotes for bigger projects. I'm sure they can be able to incorporate this in smaller projects and what you do. Let me give you the number one more time, 822-9527, 822-9527, or hit them up at 603-4506. If you're in the Palmdale area, make sure you check them out over at the
Dugard Plaza. At the Dugard Plaza. We're right up. Want to see the product? We're in the back of Abundant Life, Churchill, in the back there, Crowell Street. People don't know that's CRAAL, Crowell Street. Crawling Street.
Let's call it Crawling.
Crawling Street. You can find our late on yard in the back there. But we invite you to come down, man. We have a lot to offer when it comes to this product. And I think that these bridges, I was supposed to talk about that, but we can get to that. These bridges.
Come back.
Perfect for the bridges.
I like that. All right, guys, let me take this quick commercial break. When we get back, we're going to dive right into these things. Avery, I want to thank you so very kindly to be able to talk about these things. Quick break. Be right back after this.
The foundation.
Do you have uncontrollable debt? Are you ready to make that move to Fidelity for a stress-free future? These loans have a built-in savings plan that pays you unbeatable interest. Ask about our debt consolidation loans today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
At Popeyes, we put love in our chicken by marinating it for 12 hours. For a limited time, head on over to Popeyes and purchase 5 pieces of our famous Louisiana $10. Give your family a taste of Popeyes without going over budget by adding on a signature side. Popeyes, that crazy price we love.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation. The foundation.
And we are back with sort of a modified approach to the. Somebody didn't text me. How would you tell me anything? It's supposed to be no Small Business Thursday for 2 weeks. It's suspended. Don't fight me. Let's make modifications so persons can get an opportunity to be able to talk about their product. So I did the best I can possibly do. At the 1:30 hour, we're also going to be speaking with Ian. We haven't spoken with Ian for a while, so I think that he's going to be coming in at the 1:30 hour. So let's talk about these things. Let's get it done real quick. And first thing out the gate, ladies and gentlemen, East Grand Bahama constituency. East Grand Bahama constituency. The constituency of East Grand Bahama has experienced several shifts in political representation and development challenges over the past 2 decades. This coastal constituency has been shaped by a mix of socioeconomic factors, including tourism, fishing, and infrastructural concerns, as well as the impact of hurricanes and natural disasters, which have significantly influenced the area's development potentials and priorities, rather. So 2002, the representation under Kenneth Russell. 2002, representation under Kenneth Russell, a seasoned FNM politician, represented East Grand Bahama as a part of the broader FNM administration led by Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham. Russell's tenure focused on improving infrastructure and addressing the constituency's recovery from past hurricanes, right? In this period, they saw efforts in the improvement of the road networks, upgrade public utilities, support economic activities related to tourism and fishing, while there were success issues such as disaster preparedness and long-term economic sustainability remain challenging, okay? In 2007 to 2012, Kenneth Russell again continued this particular push to ensure that they could make modifications for growth, and the efforts to establish a better hurricane preparedness and housing support were made, but concerns about unemployment and economic opportunities persisted. In 2012 to 2017, if we remember what happened when Ken Russell in this particular capacity sort of stepped down based upon some allegations, speculations that existed. He stepped down and made way for Peter Turnquest in this particular area. Supported the context in 2012 to 2017, the PLP won the election. However, Peter Turnquest taking over as the Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama, Free National Movement Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama, his election marked a shift in leadership as the PLP aimed to address socioeconomic challenges in a different manner. Under Turnquest's leadership, efforts were made to diversify the economy and focus on social. Constituency experienced a mixed progress with some improvements in public services by continued concern about job creation and crime. Turnquest's term was also marked by calls for some robust disaster preparedness measures. Isn't that something? From 2002 all the way, you could be able to see this issue before Dorian ever arose. That this constituency was concerned about preparedness, was concerned about housing, was concerned about these particular matters, and nothing never happened significantly. I'll say, let's go again. So, Peter Turnquest shifted to the Free National Movement. Turnquest shifted to the Free National Movement in 2017. What it means is that the Free National Movement actually won, regaining the seat for the party, and his role as Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finances allowed him to advocate for significant economic policies and national platforms, right? The devastation caused, there was devastation. The devastation caused by Hurricane Dorian in 2019 was a defining moment for East Grand Bahama as the catastrophic damage. And it still does. And we got to talk about that. Efforts was focused on disaster recovery, rebuilding infrastructure, and providing support to affected families. Turnquest faced criticism for the pace of recovery despite some notable reconstruction projects. And that criticism that he faced was mounting criticism. given the fact that he was both Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, and the conglomerate of leadership almost rested in Grand Bahama with Minister of Grand Bahama, a Deputy Prime Minister, and the Governor General, all out of Grand Bahama. There was an expectation that some things would happen. These things didn't necessarily happen the way that they expected to. And it says Turnquest faced criticism for this particular pace, right? And 21, Kwesi Thompson, the Free National Movement, in his particular capacity for the Free National Movement, won the seat for East Grand Bahama. Saw the return of, the PLP returned to leadership under this particular stead, and Kwesi Thompson marking yet another shift in representation. Thompson's experienced politician was focused on economic development, aimed to continue the recovery effort to boost economic resilience in the aftermath of the Hurricane Dorian. And so we saw those particular things. That is 10 years, including the housing, the road repairs, and social services. While progress has been made, there are still significant challenges in restoring economic stability and addressing ongoing disaster preparedness needs. Let's be able to identify these particular things and give you these numbers. Here we go. East Grand Bahama. There were 50 participants that took the poll. The Foundation242.com out of East Grand Bahama. We amalgamated the information, identified that, and we're going to present that to you right now. Here we go. 50 participants, voting behavior. Have you voted in the last election? 46 participants, 92%, indicated they have voted in the last elections. 46 participants, 92%, have voted in the last election. 4 participants indicated that they have not voted in the last election. It's just 8%. Asked whether or not they're planning to vote in the next election. 43 participants, down 33 participants, 86% indicated I am voting in the next election. 43 participants out of the 50 indicated I am voting in the next election. 7 participants, which from the 8, right? 7 participants up from the 8% is now 14%, indicated that they will not vote in the next election. The age range, 18 to 25, 5 participants, 35, 10 participants, 36 to 45, 10 participants, 46 to 55, 13 participants, and 56 to 65, 7 participants with only 5 participants, 66 years and older. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. We asked the 50 persons on the poll whether or not your member of parliament has been visible and accessible in his performance in the constituency since his victory. 90% of the constituency of East Grand Bahama, out of the 50 persons, 90% have indicated that he is accessible, that we have seen him. That's 90%. 90% indicated that he is visible. That's 45 persons. And he has been accessible. 5 participants indicated that he's not. Community involvement since the last election. 31 participants, 62%, says yes. Yes. He has been involved in the community, and there has been significant improvements in the community improvements since the last election, right? 31 participants, 62% indicate that he has. 19 participants, 38% indicate that we've seen no improvements, nothing has happened. This is kind of a conversation with you, especially in East Grand Bahama, with the oil spill from Hurricane Dorian and still being able to rectify those things and whether or not these things are taken care of. We're looking at this and we want to be able to talk about it. 31 participants, 62%, indicate that we've seen improvements in our constituency. 19 participants indicated that we have not, just 38%. Effectiveness in addressing key issues such as crime, unemployment, and social services. 31 participants, 62% says, yeah, man, he's effective in those areas. And another 19%, another 19 participants, 38% indicated that effective in addressing crime and unemployment and social service issues. Effective in his particular capacity in his ministerial, well, not his ministerial role, but in his portfolio designed within his organization and for the constituency. We've asked him whether or not he's been effective in that particular capacity. 18 persons said that he has been, that's 36%, and 32 participants out of the 50, 64% indicated that he's been ineffective in his role as it relates to being able to take on this portfolio, even within his organization, okay? Overall satisfaction with a member of parliament, 43 participants, which is 86% indicated that we are satisfied with him. We are satisfied with him. 7 participants out of the 50 indicated that we are unsatisfied with him. 7 participants indicated that we are unsatisfied with him. Let me take this quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, and get right back after this.
Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
With Howard Grant. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation. The foundation.
You try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Breeze to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
It's time to upgrade the way you enjoy at-home entertainment. Alive Fiber is here. Enjoy all your favorite channels and streaming apps, all at lightning-fast internet speeds with affordable bundles, and it's only a click away. Visit www.alivefiber.com to sign up now. Stay connected, live your life. It's good to be alive.
Want to build wealth and secure your financial future? Join RF Bank and Trust and BizX as we team up for World Invest 7th to 11th. We're bringing you free resources to master investing, whether you're building a resilient portfolio, navigating ESG investments, or going global with international markets. This is your chance to learn, grow, and take charge of your financial future. Join us and let's build wealth together. Visit RF Bank Trust on Facebook or Instagram to learn more. Don't miss out on this World Investor Week, October 7th to 11th.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
Foundation. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Granton, your company, the foundation, live and full of beautiful Thursday afternoon, just being able to talk about these things. More specifically, we're just looking at East Grand Bahama right now. Now, East Grand Bahama, let's get into the meat and potatoes in this kind of a conversation with us. He's up now? He's up now and good to go. Well, we're getting into these things. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to be able to introduce you to none other than the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, all the way from East Grand Bahama, Member of Parliament, being able to talk to us about this information. My brother, good afternoon. How you doing today?
Good afternoon, Howard. Good afternoon, Bahamas. How are you all?
Sound like you on the road. What's happening with you?
Boy, listen, we are busy on the road. We've been on the road from early this morning. Obviously, we were there from day before yesterday, just checking on residents prepared for Milton.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the road again yesterday. We actually gave out probably close to 1,500 gallons of water. And today, we were checking on residents from Smeaton's Clee, McLeanstown, Maidatown, and all of the areas in between. I just stepped out of the house of a resident in Freetown, and we're on our way to Pelican Point, where we're also going to be giving out some additional gallons of water. And we're also heading to McLeanstown as well, where we're also going to be giving out some water. Thankfully, when I looked at all of our checks in all of our areas, thankfully, I think most of the damages, we escaped most of the damages. There was just a lot of wind, a lot of rain. Thankfully, we didn't have a whole lot of flooding. But residents, again, I mean, there are still many residents who are still recovering actually from Dorian. So we've been in an ongoing process of assisting residents from recovering from Dorian.
I like that.
So this just exacerbated the situation that they're facing. But this is what we have to do on the road now. And like I told you, I will give you and give the Bahamas as much time as I can.
We got a little couple of minutes before the 1 o'clock break, but I want to ask you a couple questions. Now, more specifically,
Sure,
you got some good reviews. As we looked at it, looked at the numbers, only 50 persons took the poll, and overall there was a strong because of the strong history and electoral participation of East Grand Bahama, with 92% of having voted in the last election, 86% planning to vote in the next election. You got good reviews, right? Meaning that 62% of the persons, or the participants, felt that there have been improvements in the community since last election, but only 38% believe that it hasn't. But more specifically, I want to ask you about one question. Now, they've asked about whether or not you've been effective in terms of being able to address issues. No, not that one. The community improvements, whether or not they've seen any community improvements. Talk to me about that. We know since Dorian, there has been sort of an oil slick, right? And some issues in that area. I don't know whether or not they've identified if it seeped into the water table or whatnot. Have you dealt with those things or identify those things, or trying to be able to ensure that you can get community awareness of what's happening, what needs to happen?
There are major improvements that East Grand Bahama requires. Major improvements. Let me just start from Sweet and Ski. Sweet and Ski, the school needs to be rebuilt. The school was destroyed during Dorian, and it unfortunately still remains in the state that it is now. So kids from Sweet and Ski have to take a ferry every morning from Sweet and Ski to the school in McLeanstown. The dock in Sweet and Ski needs to fully be repaired. We started it, but it was not finished. The only way to get there is by boat. And so docks are extremely important to residents who are there. It's a beautiful fishing village. And so that's one of the major issues that they need. Also, the clinic. The clinic was finished by us. We got the clinic back up, but they have not yet put a full-time nurse back into the clinic. Now the nurse comes once a week. And again, if there is an incident, they now have to take a boat to get from Sweet and Ski to McLeanstown to get medical services there. There's also Waterkey. Waterkey requires a dock. That's again an area that I've advocated for, that this government look at replacing the dock in Waterkey. Then if we move to McLeanstown, the Free National Movement, before we left office, we had completed the police station and also the area where the ferry docks take over. But thankfully, I give the government rebuild the McLeanstown school, the school in the primary school in McLeanstown. So at least the students now have one primary school that's there. But again, if we move further west, then you have in High Rock, the school. Again, we left funds in the budget to start the school. That was delayed, and we still are waiting the school to be built. It should have been an all-age school that would cover all of the students in all of the students in the East settlements. And so we still need that school in High Rock to be built.
So let me ask you this question. And I hate to cut you off, but I only got a few more minutes before we can be able to do this. So I want to ask you this question: do you believe? Well, tell me how are we looking before we get to 2026? We know that you're not the government of the day, but what do you think needs to be done, and what do you have within your power to be able to identify this long laundry list of stuff that you need to be able to get done for the people of East Grand Bahama?
The power of agitation and the people power, which means that we are continuing to advocate on behalf of the people that the government get these things done. I mean, one of the major things that needs to be done in High Rock is the seawall, which at last cost will be $3 or $4 million, which again is only in the power of the government to do. And that's one thing that I was on the seawall. I showed the government those photographs when we had the last storm. The water was over the road and was coming almost into some folks' houses that was across the street. And that's why the seawall is such an important factor. So, and the school in High Rock the building still remains the same. The building in Freetown still remains the same. So, again, we have been continuing to agitate and advocate for these things to be done, to be completed for the folks in East. If I had some time, we could talk about the bridges. And the bridges is not necessarily the government issue, but the bridges is the Port Authority and Lusco's issue. And so we have the Casuarina Bridge, which again seems to be an ongoing, continuous process for years. And then you also have the Tano Beach Bridge, that is again an ongoing situation where the Tano Beach Bridge, as I understand it, it doesn't necessarily need to be repaired, but it needs to be replaced because it's in such a bad state. So for us in East Grand Bahama, yes, there's been, but there is a lot of work that the government needs to do to get us back to where we were. I have been focused on agitating and bringing these issues to light, but I've also been focused on the personal stories of the constituents, which means trying our best to assist individual constituent program. We have a feeding program. And so we have been sort of focused on the individual situations that constituents have, where we've been providing food, providing food vouchers, providing building materials. We do that on an ongoing basis every week, where we've been assisting folks with power bills, water bills, assisting folks in need. Folks in East Grand Bahama, they are resilient. They are folks who inspire me every day, but they are in need. And so we have to do our best to meet every need.
So overall, there has been a high level of satisfaction with the MP's performance, and 86% of the participants, out of the 50 people who took this poll, 86% of the participants expressed approval. And so this indicates a generally favorable view of the current representation. Now, is it safe to say that you're going ahead and giving yourself again for representation and in the East Grand Bahama constituency?
God willing, I will be offering myself once again to be the member of Parliament. I think there is a lot of work that continues to need to be done in East Grand Bahama. My mind is focused on ensuring that we do our best to help those from all the way from Swedenski all the way to Malibu Reef. Malibu Reef across the street from Freeport High, which again is a huge landmass.
Yes.
But it is good work. These folks in East Grand Bahama inspire me every single day, because despite the challenges that they are facing, they get up every day, and they continue to work. They continue to do their best, and so I'm continue to be inspired by them.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That has been none other than the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, all the way from East Grand Bahama, representing us about what's happening down there, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. When we get a chance, when you get back here in Nassau, I want to be able to have a sort of a lengthier conversation with you if you're available.
Absolutely, Howard. Appreciate it. And I want to congratulate you on what you're doing, man. You're doing an excellent job. Your family back here in Freeport, extremely proud of you, man. Thanks very much.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
The Foundation will be back right after this.
The Foundation. foundation.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company, the foundation, live and in full effect on this beautiful Thursday here with sort of a modified approach to what we do on Small Business Thursday. We're still continuing with our series, Dissecting Leadership, a Constituency First Approach. We have had a tremendous amount of persons being able to call in. We had great members of parliament being able to sit here with us, call in. Those persons who weren't able to make it, other persons would have been able to kind of reach out and had a good opportunity to be able to say one or two things in their stead. Had a good conversation with Wade Watson yesterday, all the way from Bain and Grantown constituency. And so we want to be able to provide him an opportunity when he's available to kind of come on here, not necessarily for a retort, but being able to talk to us about what they're doing in that constituency. Up now, we're looking at the constituency of Seabreeze. Let's get some historic context from this. Now, forgive me because I keep looking for when, and I couldn't find it. I was looking for couldn't pick it up, right, to be able to incorporate it to understand more specifically. So if I give you inaccurate information about this, don't fight me, but I can do my best. And you text me and I'll make the modifications accordingly, okay? I tell you, I don't know everything, but I've been looking for the information and I wasn't able to retrieve it the way that I wanted to present this to you. But I want to give you the historical context and information about this. All right, let's go. Seabreeze constituency. The Seabreeze constituency has been characterized by a mix of political representation, development priorities over the past 2 decades, known as a middle-class residential area with a diverse demographic. It has experienced alternating control between the Progressive Liberal Party and the Free National Movement, with each party bringing different aspects to their approach to the community development, infrastructure, and socioeconomic challenges. We saw Carl Bethel in that particular capacity. Bethel is a seasoned Free National Movement member, secured the Seabreeze constituency in 2002 general election. His tenure coincided with the broader FNM administration under the Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham, focusing on modernizing infrastructure and improving public service. Efforts during this period were directed towards enhancing the road infrastructure, upgrading community facilities, and addressing public safety concerns. However, despite some progress, there were criticisms related to the pace of development and the handling of crime, which remained a significant concern and continues to remain a significant concern. In 2007 to 2012, Hope Strawn of the PLP, under the PLP in 2007, PLP reigned control for the Seabreeze constituency, with Hope Strawn taking over as next shift in leadership as constituents sought new approaches to address socioeconomic challenges and improve community engagement. Mrs. Strawn emphasized that the socio-development, crime reduction, and youth engagement. Although some initiatives were implemented to improve education and public safety, progress on infrastructure projects was uneven, leading to frustration among constituents. Despite these challenges, she retained enough support to maintain her seat in the subsequent election. So we can be able to see her again from 2012 to 2017. And in 2017, we would have been able to see another representation in this particular spot. And I know this information is absolutely incorrect. And because the 2017 to 2021, this information is incorrect. So I won't be able to read that for you, but let's go on to 2021. 2021. 2021 general election saw Leslie Miller Bryce reclaiming the Sea Breeze constituency seat for the PLP, signaling a return to the party's traditional support base. Her election represented a desire for stable leadership and renewed focus on community, concentrated on addressing long-standing issues such as crime reduction, infrastructure upgrades, and social services. Her leadership has aimed to restore trust and confidence in local governance by prioritizing visibility and community engagement. However, recent survey data that we're going to get into right now, recent survey data indicated there are still areas where constituents seek more tangible progress, particularly in economic development and broader policy effectiveness. Okay, so let's get into the survey, get into the meat and potatoes so you can be able to see exactly what's what and dive into those things. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 104 persons took the survey for Seabreeze. 104 persons took the survey for Seabreeze. Out of the 104 persons that took the surveys, we asked them their voting behavior. Voting behavior for those particular persons, 95 participants, 95 out of the 104 participants said that I voted in the last election. 95 participants out of the 104 indicated that I voted in the last election. 9 election. We asked them, the participants, we asked whether or not they are planning to vote in the next election. 91 participants, which is 87.5%. 91 participants indicated I will be voting or I plan to vote in the next election. 13 participants, which equates to 12.5%, indicate I will not be voting in the next election. So this is sort of 4 persons, just a couple notches down. 4 persons indicated that I have no desire to be voting in the next election. Major participation from age groups and categories, 26 to 65. These are the major persons between the ages of 26 to 65. They represent almost 60-some percent, 26 to 65. These are the persons who actually participated in that. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. MP visibility and performance. We asked them whether or not your MP has been visible and accessible since she got into this particular stead and this seat. 69 participants, which represents 66%. 69 participants, 66.35%, indicated she has been. She has been accessible, she's been available, she's made herself available. 69 participants indicated that she has been. 35 participants indicated that she has not been. So 33%. 33%, which is a quarter of the persons indicated that she has not been. Now, this is only at 104 persons, so don't fight me. So since the last election. 66 participants, 63.43%, indicated they have seen community improvement since the last general election. 66 participants, 63.46%, I have seen improvements. 38 participants, 36%, I ain't seen nothing. Not around here. This is what she's saying here. This is what it says. 38 participants represents 36.54%, indicated I've seen nothing. No improvements in the area. Effectiveness in addressing key issues such as crime, unemployment, and social services. 67 participants, which equates to 64.42%, indicate that she has been effective in addressing those particular issues. 67 participants, which equates to 64.42%, indicated that she has been effective in addressing those particular issues. And 37 participants indicated that she has not. So that's only 35% indicated that she has not. We asked her whether or not she was effective in her role or portfolio that she has. 20 participants indicated that she has been. 20 participants indicated that she has been. That's 19.23%. And 84 participants indicated that she has not been. She has not been effective in her role and capacity. Okay, so that's 80.77% indicated that she's been ineffective in those areas. And then the cherry on top, just being able to ask the amalgamated question as to whether or not your overall satisfaction with your member of parliament's performance. Are you overall satisfied with your member of parliament's performance in the area of Seabreeze? 104 persons took the poll, 66 participants, 66 persons out of the 104 indicated that I am satisfied with her. 63.46% I am satisfied with her. And 38 participants indicated that I am not satisfied. 38 participants, which equates to 36.54%, indicated that I am not satisfied with her in those areas. All right, so key observations: high voter turnout. The significant majority of participants, which is 91.35%, voted in the last election, and 87.50% are planning to vote in the upcoming election, indicating a politically active and engaged constituency. A moderate satisfaction with the MP's visibility and performance. 63.35% of the participants reported that the MP has been visible and accessible, while 63% satisfied with the MP's overall performance and community involvement. However, a sizable minority, around 36%, remains unsatisfied, indicating areas of improvement. Challenges in your role or your portfolio area and that effectiveness. While the MP has a relatively strong local presence, there are concerns about their effectiveness in this role and capacity, with 80.77% of the participants indicating dissatisfaction. This suggests that while the MP has seen as responsive at the constituency level, there is a perceived lack of impact in the broader governance. And then the age distribution for this particular stead: 26 to 35, 20.2%, and 36 to 45, indicating a diverse range of concerns and priorities throughout the length and breadth of your constituency. So the Seabreeze constituency exhibits a high level of voter engagement and moderate satisfaction with local representation. Whilst the majority of the participants are pleased with the MP's visibility and the effort of to address community issues, there is a clear gap in perceived effectiveness in her role from a government standpoint. To build on the current support and address lingering concerns, the MP must continue to prioritize local accessibility while working to enhance their influence in broader policy areas, particularly those impacting crime, unemployment, and social services. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the long and short. The Member of Parliament for the Seabreeze constituency under the PLP, Leslie Miller Bryce, she has today gotten I want to say a C+. Is this a C+? This doesn't look like a C, a solid C. Moderate satisfaction for the MP's visibility and performance, moderate satisfaction for these particular things, but there is significant room for improvement, and it's spelled out based upon the information that we've received, based upon what we've actually been able to digest and break up. It's spelled out. These are some areas that we can be able to concentrate on and be able to focus on. So I will give you my assessment now of those particular constituencies. I didn't give you the assessment of what I thought about East Grand Bahama. East Grand Bahama is traditionally FNM. It's traditionally FNM and has been FNM for a very long time. Ken Russell, in his particular capacity, whilst my ChatGPT has designed and being able to amalgamate all this information from a personal standpoint as it relates to being able to be on the ground, there is always being said, there's sort of an idea that well, Ken ain't doing nothing, but he's FNM, we can vote for him. This is his tenure, right? This is the expectation that. And somebody texts me, this is Howard, let me read it for you. This is, good afternoon, Howard. The FNM diehard seats are Long Island, East Grand Bahama, and Marco City, St. Anne's. Not Marco City, but anyway, I can go with what you say. Marco City and St. Anne's. You could mess on them, and they would call it rain, right? So anyway, I make modifications to some things. And so the reports don't surprise me. This is what they're saying. Okay? Now, this is sort of an expectation for East Grand Bahama, but East Grand Bahama has gone through significant challenges. East Grand East Grand Bahama has gone through significant challenges. And as a result of that, those challenges that East Grand Bahama has gone through, there has been sort of a population shift. Since the hurricane, persons have moved out of East Grand Bahama. And as a result of moving out of East Grand Bahama, diversity moves in. And diversity assesses the environment. We've seen Kwesi Thompson hold on in this particular stead, the Free National Movement hold on, but if there is not more agitation, advocation for the rebuilding of the school, for the rebuilding of the docks, for a nurse to be able to move in, for Waterkey to be able to get the dock, for McLean Town School, and Wazi continues to be able to praise the government for that, for all these things to be taken care of. With $150,000 allowance, you better pinch, and find a way that you could be able to provide an opportunity for that. Because I believe that Grand Bahamian persons are starting to be able to, because of diversity that's actually coming in, that traditional mindset is being lulled to sleep, whilst persons are awakened to what needs to happen in our constituency. That's not the same thing for Seabreeze. Seabreeze has always been active, has always let you know that we could go FNM, PLP any day, baby. And as a result of that, it's a hotly contested election. But we found Leslie Miller Bryce with the resources that she had, with a very polished campaign. Talk to me. With a very polished campaign. It was almost like a beauty campaign. It was a beautiful thing to be able to see, orchestrated, choreographed in a sense, to be able to see those persons on the park and doing all the exercise and everything, the panoramic shots and the views. It was a beautiful campaign. But I need to know, persons identify those things, whether or not that will translate to a victory come next general election. We believe that she's going to be able to kind of hold on for the representation for the PLP in that stead. But we would like to see whether or not Seabreeze decides to be able to retain Leslie Miller Bryce in this particular capacity. She is truly the beauty queen of the PLP. Can I say that? Is it okay to say it like that? She has done an astonishing job as the secretary in the independent secretariat, heading that. This kind of a concept and idea leading towards that. She has been wonderful in those various capacities. And I just want to know whether or not that translates on the ground to those persons in Seabreeze. It's a wonderful thing. I can take one telephone call. I don't know who this is. Let me take this telephone call real quick, and then we're going to be able to get to a commercial break. When we get back from the break, we're going to be able to talk with Ian. So let me take this call. Call on the line. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, what's up, Anton?
Right up, man. How you doing?
All is well. What's up?
Everything cool. Now, I hear you say real quick, you want me to try you back on the next side of your break? Because I have a few.
No, on the next side of the break, we can be talking to Ian. So we can be doing. So go ahead, say what you got to say. Yeah.
Just based on the conversation that you had with Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama, the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, right? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and the poll results from your surveys, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's major discrepancies, Howard, because the poll results were revealing a high percentage of persons who are claiming that they are seeing mass improvements, right? And satisfaction as a result, right?
But you didn't hear me say that. I say, hold on, y'all say community improvements, and I see a significant.
Hold on, Howard.
Go on,
my
quickly.
point. Don't take my point for
Go
me.
ahead. I'm not gonna fight you.
Let me stress this out. Right? There's a massive discrepancy because they are saying that there is a high degree of satisfaction based on the amount of persons you polled, which was what, 80-something persons?
50 people for West Grand. Only 50 people for East Grand Bahama.
Okay, 50 persons. Of that 50 persons, a high percentage of them are claiming that there's a high degree of satisfaction based on improvements, etc. However, when you communicated with the Member of Parliament, he proceeded with improvements, whether it be capital works, infrastructure,
would need to come,
building improvements, renovations, or complete building restorations. He's listed off on the private and or government side, which are needed within his constituency, right? Which makes null and void the results from or the conclusion of the results from your.
Let's talk about this first thing tomorrow morning. Now, give me a quick assessment of what you think about Leslia Miller Bryce and her particular capacity. 104 persons took the poll. Give me something quick.
I believe that as the person who I know Her Excellency Leslia Miller Bryce to be, she's very proactive. She's very responsive. She's in her constituency on the ground, beating the ground badly.
I get mixed reviews on the ground about her.
Pardon me?
I get mixed reviews on the ground about her.
Howard, that is why I chose the approach that I chose to draw to you the discrepancies with these pollers, these persons participating in the poll, and the actual results on the ground, which is what draws me back to what I said to you initially about your program that you are expediting. It's a very good program, Howard. However, in order for it to take real root, and I can speak to it from this depth and this perspective, Howard, because if you understand the reverse engineering that I would have recommended, on the flip side, then you would know that
but we talked about this. We'll use this as a beta test. This will be our beta test to identify these things and strengthen it as we go forward.
Information purposes. Then if you understood the reverse engineering of what I recommended on the flip side to the PLP, you would garner the exact same information and a lot more based on my recommendations, which is why I can speak in depth to what I see you trying to do versus what the results are ending up to be versus where it actually should be.
Well, Anton, I got to be able to let you go, my brother. I thank you so very kindly for being able to contribute. Let me take this quick commercial break. When we get back, none other than Direct Marketers and Ian Thomas. We haven't seen him in a while. Quick break. Be right back after this.
The Foundation with Howard Grant. We'll be back right after this.
The Foundation.
The Whopper with cheese at Burger King Nassau has never tasted so good. It's made with 100% flame grilled beef that's juicier, topped with fresh ingredients as usual, and even fluffier buns. Get a regular Whopper with cheese combo for only $9, including VAT, and enjoy a Whopper that's bigger, better, and tastier. The only place to get your Whopper with cheese combo where it's grill time anytime.
Nassau, are you ready for November 2nd? Because we are ready!
Hi, this is KB, and I will be performing live.
Break and Scrape Explosion Reloaded!
This is the one and only Fan John letting y'all know that yours truly will be performing.
Oh yeah, this your boy D-Mac, and I'll be performing live.
Keep the vibe alive, Music Grill and Alpha Sounds Promotion invites you to the biggest Rake and Scrape concert of the year.
And you thought they was gonna leave me out?
Saturday, November 2nd at Super Club Breezes Ground.
It's me, Mama D.
This is Wilfred Solomon.
Yo, it's your boy Ron.
It's your boy Elliot from the New Breed Band.
The biggest artist of the 242.
It's your boy Shine 242. Hey, it's Sherrod Taylor.
It's your boy Johnny K.
Falcon Sugar.
This is your boy DJ Red.
It's me now, Funky D.
This is your girl Nishi Out Us, aka Miss Loose Me.
Hey there, this is Freak on Beat.
Hey, this is Cheeto D, and I will be performing live.
Hey, it's me, Julian Belize. Tickets available at the Beauty Shack and BahamasEtickets.com. The countdown is on. Rake and Scrape Explosion. Best of the best.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama Market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News Sales Representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available. Keep up with everything Grand Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Nassau ain't real, boy. Nassau ain't no real place. I say Nassau ain't real, boy. Nassau ain't no real place. Born in Camp Road, man, I straight off the block. Great on TikTok, every word that I talk. In the Beamer, screaming, I'm waking them up. Total shock, I can rock any place that you got. Cowbells and goats, kids are banging them all. Whistleblower, my flow the most vicious of all. Heels clicking, I'm tripping like the Wizard of Oz. Ain't no place like this place till you come Nassau. Nassau ain't real, boy. Nassau ain't no
real, boy. Nassau ain't no real place in Nassau.
And when you hear this sort of a theme music about whether or not reality exists in this space, you know who we're talking to. None other than Ian Thomas, all the way from Direct Marketers, here sitting with us. My brother, you got a high top fade today. What's going on? You look like Bobby Brown. Huh? It's my prerogative. Boom, boom. I can do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. Go ahead.
Howard,
Go ahead, tell the people.
I wrote you about this. I told you not to do that.
It's my, all you need is like the Gumby joint, right?
I'm serious.
Put the big road in it.
Well, I wouldn't mind.
Take it afternoon to the people. Go on, hurry up, man.
What's going on, man?
People time. Go ahead.
Hey, listen here, Bahamas. This is Ian Thomas, and I am here from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers, of course, is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to give me a call, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212.
552-0212.
Go ahead, Howard.
552. I'm not going to sing it by myself.
Man, I wish I was three. You jumped right in there.
Let's
jumped
do
the
the
gun.
thing together. 1, 2, 3, go.
552-0212. 552-0212. Dial 552-0212. That's 552-0212. But how would you know my phone number?
No, but you would need to pay me for this, sir.
I know. I could get you something,
praise
man.
God.
I
Let
wake
me hear
it up,
this. Go
man.
ahead.
Hey, man, listen, Howard, I haven't seen you in a minute, but I'm so happy.
You've been traveling all over the world,
I know. You and I, we speak.
You've been sending me all these things on four-wheelers and camels and
man.
drinking Mexican water.
Oh, man. Mexican what?
Water.
Mexican water. That was
What
it.
Sex in the City? You shouldn't drink Mexican water.
I know. Cabo was
Praise
bananas, man. I had a really good time.
Go ahead.
But I got to jump straight into this because you bring me here at the
Don't
ninth
fight me.
hour. Okay.
Don't fight
Hey, man,
me.
Howard, listen here. Travelers Rest. I ain't talking about Travelers Rest in a little while. And as a matter of fact, that's not the name any longer. They have undergone a transition. Their pronouns are no.
Say that?
No, man, come on, man.
I knew you
So
was gonna
they
say
are
that.
now travelers by the sea.
Okay, go ahead.
Sachet. They're now travelers by the sea, and they are located on West Bay Street. The phone number is 603-6630. That's 603-6630. You can go down and check out Ricardo and Dion. The guys are doing a lovely job.
Ricardo.
Yeah, is it okay to say guys doing a lovely job?
Of course.
That's okay. Okay, these guys are doing a lovely job, man. So if you guys haven't been to Travelers by the Sea, which is the former Travelers Rest, you guys are going to love it because every Friday they get a live band. And on Saturday, they get karaoke. So go down there and take advantage of their brunch. That's on the weekends. You can sit there by the sea and partake in wonderful, mouth-watering, authentic Bahamian breakfast, or go chill out in the sports bar and the smokers lounge that they have. That's all available to you when you pay $40 and you get unlimited mimosas. So this is Saturdays and Sundays, unlimited mimosas at their brunch
For $40?
for $40.
So
You ever had brunch?
you get food. And
Get food and unlimited mimosas. Yeah, man. Go down
For $40?
For $40, you can have a great time. Yes,
These people can drink all under the table. I just
Yeah,
want to be
yeah.
decent.
well, that's what it's there for.
Bring
man.
the orange juice and just put the thing there.
Yeah,
like that.
man. So, like I said, you can take advantage of bottomless mimosas and since some like cranberry and pineapple and strawberry and raspberry and passion fruit, mango and OJ, all that stuff down there, and all starts on Saturday and Sunday from 12 p.m. noon. So go down there, check them out. Yeah, noon. It's at
N-E-W-O-O-N.
noon. Don't go there if you're
Noon.
Yeah.
I like it.
So you don't have to have a lot of money. You might be poor.
You
or
can be poor.
struggling with it.
You can be poor.
You can be poor.
I
Struggling
can show up with
it.
no
Yeah.
shoes and get served.
And they say, man, waking up. I go with this voucher. No, man, go down there, check them out, man. Let's look. Hey, how you guys going to go head over heels with their brand new menu? They got bruschetta, surf and turf burger, big, juicy, beefy burgers. That's what
And this the $40 thing?
No. It's
Jesus.
different now. You're trying to give all these people food. Big food.
They didn't give away all the
I'm just
rub.
trying to tell you what the new menu is. So, like I said, they got big, juicy, beefy burgers with succulent shrimp. The shrimp is really, really good on the burgers. Marinated in a secret sauce, all grilled to perfection. They also got frittatas. I didn't even know what a frittata is. When I went down there, they told me it's similar to an omelet, and it's egg based. So it's a frittata is really good.
But you thought it was.
I didn't know what it was.
Oh, don't touch my frittata.
No, don't touch my frittata. Let me squeeze your frittata.
Go ahead.
Ow! Who grabbed my frittatas? I would stop it, man. You're an adult, Howard.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. So you got loaded brunch wrap vegetables. Now, this is a loaded brunch wrap, okay, and it has vegetables in it. You can get small chunks of cold cuts and cheese on it. That's all good already. And you can't miss Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. That's game your favorite team. And while you're there, you can get free shots if you come in there in your team jersey. So that's for football night. And you know, you can get drink specials and bucket specials, food specials, all that great stuff down there. Another favorite of patrons are also, they go into the Smokers Lounge and they have a hookah section, so you can enjoy your hookah down there. It's a wonderful experience. And
is that the thing that you put on your waist and?
No, that's hula.
Oh, hula.
Hookah. It's
hookah is a.
It's like a it's a device that has flavored smoke in it, and people sit down there and they partake in it.
Like we're in India.
Yeah, whatever you want to say. Yeah, so I guess that's the way you want to say.
It's exciting. I see a lot of persons have been doing that over the years.
Yeah, man, it's nice. It's different. Groups go down there and have themselves a great time. Okay. So, like, I mean, anybody and everybody, you guys don't want to miss Thursday night. Like I said, ladies' night. Thursday night is ladies' night. Yeah, and that's always a blast down there, ladies' night. You go down there, take your girlfriends. Guys, go down there, check out the beautiful ladies down there.
Sir, did you just pluralize the situation?
What's that?
You say girlfriends?
I say girlfriends.
You say
no. I said ladies take your girlfriends.
Oh,
yeah, ladies take your girlfriends.
Sure.
Guys, the beautiful
polygamy.
Ladies.
You need to stop.
No, man. Yeah, man. It's a wonderful experience, man, Howard. And once you go, you're gonna keep on wanting to go back every week. So go down there. You're having a birthday or an event. Go down there and celebrate it down there. Ask them about some great deals for birthday parties. And that's Travelers Rest. The new name is Travelers by the Sea. And it's on West Bay Street. The phone number is 603-6630. 603-6630. That's 603-6630.
Sounds exciting.
Go down there and check them out. And
$40.
Yeah, $40, man.
Can't beat that.
$40. Everything going for $40 nowadays.
Sir.
Something.
Sir.
Man, you know what a lot of people
This
ain't realize?
is
studio.
No, you need to stop.
Okay, so Howard. I have to remember, Howard, when I thought
what is the
about
rating
you,
on this thing?
Howard.
It's 13 and older?
Yes.
This is wild.
Howard, someone just called me and they said, Ian, you know what, Howard's having a bad day. And
Howard is?
No, somebody was having a bad day.
Okay,
and I told them the importance, oh my goodness, I told them the importance of getting themselves together. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's so very important to call people and rectify things. Remember, take care of people, have a great time, and just, tell people you love them and how you feel. I just want to say that because someone just wrote me and they're feeling a little down.
No, that's heavy what you're saying, because just now, and we don't want to get deep into it, but we're hearing, especially over the newscast, that there's an active investigation with persons trying to be able to unalive themselves. And it's important that we can be able to deal with those things. You got to be able to call your friends, and even if you get the cuss sometimes, after it, let it go and forgive each other and move on. Talk to me about it.
Even if they row you out?
Well, you get row all the time.
Okay.
Just deal with it and let's move forward.
Okay, that's I like how
that makes
Howard
sense.
No, it makes a whole gang
That's
of
how I
sense.
grow up.
Howard, it makes a whole lot of sense. Capital Lumber. Hey, a lot of people right now have been calling me because I think they were afraid of this weather that was coming, and more weather is coming. You agree, Howard?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'm hoping that it's good weather, but okay,
it's good
go
weather.
ahead.
Okay. Well, some adverse weather could be coming. And if you want to go ahead and protect yourself, you guys want to go check out Capital Lumber. Where are they located, Howard Grant?
On Parkgate Road.
Parkgate Road. And their phone number is 605-9663. 605-9663. 605-9663. That's Capital Lumber, man. In case you guys are building or renovating right now, or just wanting to be prepared for an active hurricane season, don't go anyplace else. You want the best prices on building supplies. I want you to use my lumber and cement guys. That's what I usually refer to them at. It's Capital Lumber. Like I said, they're located on Parkgate Road, or Howard said it. The number is 605-9663. No one on the island has better prices on plywood and cement. So if you're adding on to your house.
I told you that before. You didn't believe
Yeah,
me.
you told me that. Howard's went there. Howard's gone there, and he's gotten some good prices. So, he can attest to that. To your house, your
I
apartment.
could even beg for like a better price.
Yeah, no, it was so good, eh?
I tried though.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sir,
there's nothing wrong with trying.
Nothing beats a try, but
Then a failure. Yeah,
you got to try.
But you love Capital Lumber,
and I love good prices.
And the good wow, I like when you say things like that, and it shows that that you're real, and you take advantage of these type wide.
W.
Yeah,
Advantage.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, listen, here, man. I know you're going down there for some probably some lumber and stuff like that. But no one on the island has better prices, like I said, on plywood and cement. So if you're adding on your apartment, Airbnb, or whatever it is, you need to go to Capital.
It's still $33?
The prices right now are fluctuating. They were lower. They came up and down. You guys have to really go down there and check them out. But I've called some of my other
605-9663.
Yep, some of the other companies I've dealt with, and they said their prices were a little bit higher than Capital Lumber. I'm not going to call anybody's name, but go down there and check them out. They also have, Howard, listen to this. They've got all types of windows, including hurricane windows. They've got all types of doors down there, including hurricane doors as well. And people were coming there from last week Friday. Last week Friday I was down there. They were coming there in droves until up to yesterday when I was down that way. And they went to check out all the different styles and colors of their decorative tiles that they've now just brought in. Indoor, outdoor tiles for your bathroom, your kitchen, for the walls. Not to mention, they got plywood galore. A lady called me the other day. I think she heard me on this show because it was like about last week sometime. Her name was, she was looking in desperate need of some wood. Asked me what size wood that we have down there. I said,
sir, PG-13.
Yes.
That's the rating of this show.
I said, ma'am, what
Go
size
ahead.
wood are you looking for? She said, sir, I live alone. I'll take any size wood right now. So I said, ma'am, you want a good solid piece of wood? You want to call Capital Lumber. And
why don't you leave Miss Margaret alone? Huh?
So, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, don't be like Margaret. You want some good wood? Go to Capital Lumber, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
You are wilding out.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna
Go down there. You have a lot of money. You can take all the wood that you can get. So go down there, check it out. They've got 5/8 regular roofing plywood, 3/4 CDX plywood, one-sided 5/8 plywood, or you can purchase 3/4 one-sided plywood. Plus, you can get the 25-year shingles, and you get the architectural shingles. That those are 30 years, I think. You can get ready mix easy finish joint compounds. You can get cement and bags of cement, and you can also get pallets of cement down there, and that is 40 bags of cement. Go down there, call, and check it out. And see everything you want. Steel doors, wooden doors, all stocked up and ready to go. They have a huge, huge warehouse and gorgeous strong doors for your home and business. Like I said, no place else. They come in double and single. You can get a quote on your hurricane windows and doors. You can get the push or the slide hurricane windows and doors.
And all this is
the
at
one that
Parkgate.
come with the screens in the middle. Yeah.
Okay, so let me take this quick break, guys. When we get back, we can talk more about Parkgate and find out exactly what's happening down at Direct Market. This quick break. Be right back after this.
The foundation.
The Foundation will be back right after this.
The foundation. The foundation.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Bonneville Bones, established in 1970, is the leader in men's fashion in the Bahamas. We're conveniently located in the mall at Marathon and the Harbor Bay Shopping Plaza, and fully stocked with everything you need for all occasions. Our Harbor Bay location is one door north of Alive, with the black and white signage of Bonneville Boutique. Both locations are open from 10 to Bonneville Bones and Bonneville Boutique, still the leader in men's fashion. Located in the mall at Marathon and the Harbor Bay Shopping Plaza.
Great news! Ron's Electric Motors' new location on Cowpen Road, right next to Island Luck, is open Saturdays and Sundays. So for those needing repairs on electric motors, generators, welding machines, water pumps, battery chargers, electric lifts, transformers, and power tools, Ron's Cowpen Road location can have you up and running on weekends. Don't forget, you can still visit Ron's Electric Motors on Wolf Road and Claridge Road, and now Ron's new location on Cowpen Road. Dial 356-0249 or 323-5267.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant, the foundation, live and in full effect, sitting with none other than Ian Thomas from Direct Marketers, 552-0212. 552. So you're going to let me sing your song yourself. You think you're doing blackface? Are you jiving for you? Huh? You need to stop it. Go ahead. Talk with
Brian Howard, man. Hey, listen, yeah, you was something else, but hey, let me. What I just was telling you about now, Travelers Rest, right?
You told me, you told me Capital Lumber and all the stuff that they had
Oh,
going
yes,
on,
and
and
we
Margaret
talked
wanted the
about-
6x6 pole.
Yes.
This is too much, sir. It was a lot.
Hey, let me give you that phone number one more time for Capital Lumber. The phone number is 605-9663, 605-9663. Go check them out. Let's do on food, man. Go's Restaurant and Bar and South House. Go Restaurant, Bar, and South House. You know where they're located? They get 4 locations now, man. I mean, different
You
names,
talked
but-
about them before.
Yeah, man. If you guys want some good South, these guys specialize in South. They're located right there on Soldier Road. Well, let me tell you about this. The latest one that they've just opened is in Coral Harbor. They're open up from 3 to 11, happy hours from 4 to 7, and that's where you can enjoy $10 drinks straight across the board. They got one location in the Grove. Now, that's just a takeaway window, and they serve lunch. They got sauce and stews and sandwiches. They open up from 11 to 7, and you can order on the Craven app. Now,
You know what? I like these
go ahead.
guys.
You like them?
You know why?
Tell me.
They got an entrepreneurial spirit.
Man.
Every time they see an opportunity to be able
Yes.
to expand, because
They've
the last time we
grown.
talked, okay, so when you initially talked about them, they had 2 locations.
3.
No. When we initially talked,
yeah, 2.
they had 2 locations.
Yes.
And then they expanded to another location.
3.
Now they got
Now they
4.
had 5.
They got 5?
Yeah.
These fellas even
Man,
play.
they can't on the baddest, man. Now listen, the
It's
next
the best
one.
sauce in the world. Like.
Yes, listen. They got one that's in the
It's
old
the comeback sauce.
in the old Golden Inn Plaza on Soldier Road, building number 209. They open up 24/7. You know, people who
So
stay
you
out
get
late.
sauce in the night.
Yeah, 24/7. You want to call it morning? You can go there and get sauce.
I feel like some sauce.
Get sauce. You get all the sauce you want too.
Pig feet sauce?
Pig feet sauce.
People like pig feet sauce.
Keep on going.
Chicken foot sauce.
Chicken foot?
I don't know. I just tried it. I just thought of it. Give it a shot.
Chicken sauce. Yeah.
Chicken gizzard sauce.
Chicken. Well, I don't know about the gizzard.
That is crazy. People do this?
I think people do that.
Rib sauce.
They got rib sauce. You got it.
Turkey sauce?
Turkey sauce.
This is bananas. They got the
This is
turkey
bananas.
sauce.
They got it. They got it there.
They got pig ass sauce.
No pig ass sauce.
Yeah. People used to do pig ass.
No, in
No,
that
I
sauce?
don't want the foot. I just want the ass.
No, I don't think about that. How listen,
I'm from the family island side from Grandmama from Maroc. My grandmother used to do pig eggs. When I used to eat the hog
yes.
as a child,
Yes.
I did never want the foot.
No. Oh, you don't want
My
the
grandma
hog.
used to sell the whole pig foot in the jar. You remember that?
Yes, I remember that. The
pick
whole
a
pig foot.
pig
Yes,
foot.
yes. Pick. Yes.
I hate that.
Okay.
That's disgusting.
I've never had that. I'm not a big fan of pig feet.
And she used to
though.
sell pickled eggs. People used to come in the
I know
store.
pickled eggs.
Give me one hog foot. And we used to sell it.
That's like in that type of rind.
Yes. I think it's vinegar or something
Yeah.
like that. It actually pickles it. Okay. So, when Grammy did the sauce,
Right.
she would have pig ears as a child. And the cartilage was used to be crunchy. As I can remember that as a little child.
Wow.
They crunch it up the ears.
I'd like to try it, but like I said, I'm not a big fan of that. Then
I've never
then
had
chicken.
sheep tongue sauce.
No? Yeah,
My-
you told me that.
My wife loved that thing.
And then you can get a mixture. You know what? I went down there. He said, Ian, you need to try the sheep. What did he ask? What did he tell me?
Did you
about?
say she?
No, the
Sir,
sheep. No,
talk
no.
about a
listen.
mixture.
No,
You
no,
need to
I don't
stop.
want that mixture. Listen. I got my cousin was there. He got the chicken and pig feet mix. Now he liked that and he was hooked.
Chicken and pig feet mix?
Yes. Customers came there. They were telling me about the turkey, ribs, and the mutton sauce, just like you talked about. And my sisters, they like to get whatever sauce they get. They always tell me that the peppers that they have down there, you know, all these have different pepper mix. That pepper mix is the hardest they've ever tasted. So you want to taste that real.
It's going hot and come out hot.
Hotter. I like
You
that.
just sitting on the edge of the thing. Wait. You need to stop it.
People were listening, Howard. People were ordering fried and steamed snapper and grouper. Real Jamaican-style oxtail from $16. Smothered turkey dinners. Big, juicy, meaty ribs just falling off the bone. People love that down there. And they were getting snapper, grouper, boiled fish. Now, I don't know if you get that mix, but you can get snapper or grouper, boiled fish. And that was also a hit down there with the Johnny Cake.
Where
You
the
get Johnny
locations
Cake or
again?
grits. Yeah, okay. So,
give me the
you
locations
got-
again.
Like I said, you got one in Coral Harbor.
Coral Harbor.
You got one in the Grove. Soldier Road. Camp Road and St. James Road. A lot
Camp
of people
Road.
know that as Pigeons. They open up from 7 to 10 a.m. 7 a.m. to 10. Get the third one, right there in the east for people like me on Joe Farrington Road. That's on Integrity Street, right next to Chances. That open up from 10 to 2 a.m. You can get Haitian spaghetti and griot down there.
How do we know it's Haitian spaghetti? Does it?
I never had Haitian
Does it
spaghetti.
have
This is my second
an accent?
No, third. No,
Does
come
it
on.
does it speak
No,
in a particular manner?
It's the way it's prepared.
Does it come with a passport?
No,
I need to understand these things, sir. What is Haitian spaghetti?
Haitian spaghetti is the way that it's prepared. Now, I have 3 clients that do Haitian spaghetti, and I haven't tasted it yet, so I got to go down there.
It's not authentic if there aren't Haitians in the kitchen creating it for you.
Well, that is debatable.
See, these authenticity.
Authenticity.
We need to know whether or you know what I'm saying?
Or if a Haitian gave you the recipe, and does that make it Haitian?
Yeah.
Thing. So go down there, get your Haitian spaghetti, get your griot, the happy hour. This is the one for Joe Farrington Road. It's from 6 to 9 daily. You can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's the #1 South place in town. Gold's Restaurant, Bar, and South. The phone number, 393-0364, 393-0364. 393-0364, or you can call them at 677-7977. 677-7977. Bahamian, Haitian, and American food, plus the #1 place to get Haitian spaghetti.
The biggest
That's
entrepreneurs in the Bahamas. They expanding every day.
I tell you, man, that's what it's all about.
Go and get a franchise.
Get a franchise. Go get a franchise.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
Goes
listen here.
Restaurant and bar in South House.
Yes. And I got to tell you about EcoFlow Delta Pro. Ladies and gentlemen,
This
electricity.
is the perfect time. I thought about you when the power cut
the
off.
electricity goes off. You need yourself a standby generator, or you just need a generator. So what you want to do, you want to get a portable generator. You want to get a portable generator from EcoFlow Delta Pro. The phone number is 327-4504. 327-4504. 327-4504. You don't have to be rich anymore. They've got generators starting as low as $335.
Sir, you still got to be rich.
All the way.
I mean, generally speaking.
Well, you got to have some money.
Yeah.
From $335 all the way to $4,224.
$335?
Yes.
Now, $335 could be able to.
That's a
'cause
starter.
I thought about you.
That's a starter.
I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
I thought about you.
You can have your fan and your TV on and charge your laptop.
So you can charge your TV.
Yeah,
I mean, well, you have
cell
your
phone.
fan on for
Yes.
the $335.
Yes.
So TV,
right.
fan, charge your laptop,
Yes.
your telephones,
Yes.
and you're good.
Yes.
$335 sounds good.
That's a great price.
Okay.
Also, I just want to let you guys know, if you have somebody who has a medical device at home and you know that that's being operated by power, you cannot take a chance.
We told you.
Go ahead. Yes.
We talked about
Howard
this.
reminded me of that. You have to call and say, hey, listen here. I need a EcoFlow Delta Pro generator now. I need you guys to hook me. Say about it. It's upgradable. So if you need more power, you just add another device. They're so inexpensive that it's so easy to get this done. No matter if you live in a house, an apartment, whatever it is. Imagine the power goes off. Now you can charge. Now you can have power to your phone, your television, your fan,
And your Wi-Fi.
your microwave,
This is important.
your washer, your dryer, even your air conditioner. Give them a call, 327-4504, 327-4504, especially you people on the Family Island. Give them a call and say, hey, I want that generator that Ian was talking about, Ian and Howard were talking about, and I want it now. Listen, the battery is huge. It lasts for about about 8 to 9 hours. I used it the other night. It lasts about 8 to 9 hours. It's a wonderful addition to your house. You don't want to wake up late in the night, laying in bed and drenched in sweat. Have yourself being comfortable.
Is that sweat? Or baby oil.
Have yourself Have yourself comfortable with a generator, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Give them a call at 327-4504. It's powered by the company JS Steel. That's right down here, not far from here, near the six-legged roundabout. And give them a call 327-4504. 327-4504. Get yourself a generator, and your whole family's gonna love it. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I like it. We got 3 minutes.
SHSS Electrical. Listen, I don't just talk about these companies. I use it. The other day, I had to change some switches in my home. I go from the normal click up with the lights coming on. I put the dimmer on it, and the other ones, the more upgradable light switches. I go there for everything, no matter what it is. I had to fix my generator. I got parts from them with my standby generator. Whatever you're looking for as it relates to electrical supplies, you want to call SHSS Electrical. Where they're located, Chesapeake Road in the former Minute Muffler Building. What's their phone number? 827-3150 or 821-3150. 827-3150 or 821-3150. They've got LED flat panel lights. They have got those 4-foot LED bulbs, the cheapest I've seen on the island. They've got dusk to dawn LED floodlights. They got the Square D main breaker meter combos, the 8-space 16 circuit at a great price from 150 amp to 250 to 200 amp. They've got all these things right down there, all the LED bulbs and all the sizes and styles that you like, fixtures, that's where you want to go. Right now, they have over $20,000 worth of merchandise they've just put on sale. So if you're adding, renovating, upgrading, building, whatever you need in electrical supplies, and you have your electrician doing some work, you said, hey, buddy, I want to save some money. Don't go to those other places in Palmdale or out west or any place else. I need you to go to SHS Electrical. They're no longer in the Henry F. Store building on Mackey Street. They've moved to Chesapeake Road in the former Minute Muffler building. That's SHS Electrical. I love it. I have all my lights from them and everything I need. The phone number, 827-3150, 827-3150 or 821-3150. Go check them out, SHS Electrical. Howard, before I go, just want to let you know, thank you so much. I missed you. We had a great time here. We always have a great time. And if you people out there listening, yes, and if you people out there listening and you want any of these phone contact numbers, give me a call. Ian Thomas, direct mark 20212.
These old man mad at you today.
Why did he say that?
Well, my God, he ain't said no bedroom bully today.
Man, look here. Hey, listen
my
here.
God, I did.
My phone ringing off the hook for the bedroom bully.
5520212. Call him, man.
Hey, get them bully pills. They're all natural.
Who, after the big row last night, and you needed to find out if the child is yours because he didn't hear something slip, DNA Direct.
Call DNA Direct. You definitely got to call DNA. You want a DNA test? Call DNA Direct at 324-0665. Get a DNA test for as low as $450.
Guys, that's the show today. I want to thank you so very kindly. Tomorrow we're chopping some more things down with 2 more persons that we're going to be able to do in terms of the layout for the constituency this week. So make sure you check it out, thefoundation242.com, thefoundation242.com. Identify what you must. You're going to see something to say, take the poll. Click on that and go right through it. We're going to see you tomorrow, guys, right here on The Foundation. Have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Godspeed.
The Foundation. The Foundation.